Hey guys, it's me, producer Ross, and to another edition of my ITFC. And today I'm joined by James, Double J. How you doing, my friend?
Not too bad yourself.
Good, mate. Good, mate. And thank you for getting involved. How was lockdown for yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. I've been working the whole way through, so nothing's really changed for me. So it's been pretty much the same. I've still been at work, so yeah, it's quite nice. I mean, because I've been working, I feel like if I wasn't working, I'd be quite lazy when I went back. So and I've got 30% more pay, so it wasn't too bad. So born and raised in Bury St Edmunds. My dad been a Town fan since he was younger, so him being a Town fan took me to a few Town games when I was younger, and then I fell in love with it from there really. So it's mainly my dad, but my granddad doesn't really like Championship football, Premier League football. He likes a lot of non-league football.
Fair play.
So I'm pretty sure my dad wanted to sort of go to some higher gas. My granddad used to take my dad to Ipswich, but he didn't really enjoy it because he loves local football. He doesn't like anything else. So.
Now, some people do remember their first Town game. Do you?
Honestly, that's what I write in my notes. I honestly haven't got a clue.
Yeah.
And it really bugs me because so many people are like, I remember my first game, but I generally don't remember my first game at all. So I remember a couple of them, but it's in between the years of 2001 to 2002. But what game it was, I can't remember.
Is there one game that you can really remember, like just the game itself, and
I don't know how. It's really weird. I remember a couple of games. I don't know how long ago it was, but I remember there was an opening day and we beat Sheffield Wednesday. I think it was 4-1 or 4-2, and I can't remember how long it must have been. Quite 10, 15 years ago, maybe more. But yeah, that's the only game I remember. But that definitely wasn't my first game. It's the only one I can really have any recollection of. Yeah, the one that sticks out was Pablo Canyago. He was my favourite player for years. I used to have signed pictures of him in my room everywhere. I even made him his own Pablo Canyago t-shirt at nursery. I think it was something. I must have been 3 or 4. Then I won I won a competition with BBC Radio Suffolk where me and some other person got to walk out on the pitch, and obviously Pablo Canyago was there, gave him the t-shirt, and then he mailed it back, handwritten letter and stuff to my house. So I was absolutely chuffed being a youngster. But yeah, out of everyone, he's got to be my favourite player. I think Joe Royle was the one that stuck out for me the most, because I think he must have been the manager when I went to my first Town game. So it's either between Joe Royle or Jim Magilton, because obviously I loved watching Jim Magilton growing up as well. And then I've met Jim Magilton at Bury Town a couple of times, and we used to play Bury Town in pre-season. He always seemed like a nice guy, and he could actually beat Norwich, unlike a lot of other managers. So
yeah.
There's been quite a few, and I think I was trying to think of some, and a lot of them involve 90-minute winners, and I think they're the best. I think they're the best games, but I think the best one I watched is when I went to Millwall and we won 4-3, and Jordan Spence scored that last-minute winner. And I've got so many videos on my phone, and I had white shoes on, and there was red smoke bombs everywhere. My shoes turned out red. Same as like QPR when they set off smoke bombs at QPR. I had white shoes on again. They all went blue, and I just need to stop wearing white shoes to games.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I think definitely the Millwall game. I think I missed the first 2 goals because the train actually came in late.
Oh no!
So we heard the roar outside the stadium. They went 1-0 up. And then someone looked on their phone outside the stadium. We started singing Joey Garner songs because he scored the second goal. And then by the time we knew it, we were in the stadium. But yeah, that was a really good game. So there is quality in this goal, but I don't think that this goal is as good as the others. But it's for the reason, I think Pablo Canyago's versus Coventry. I think that's another last-minute winner. But I think just how we actually took the goal as well is really nice. But I think just the situation that he scored it in, and the video popped up on my Facebook because I've shared it every year, and I watch it once a year, and it just makes me smile, because I mean, me and my dad were at that game years ago. We weren't going to leave as soon as we went 2-2, and we were like, no, there's no point. And then we stayed, and normally we'd leave. He'd always want to get out of the car park because he didn't want to wait in the car park for an hour, especially on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
So yeah, we stayed, and then Pablo Cagnago scored. So yeah, it's quite good we stayed. But I think for the status of the goal, and I think how he took it, I think that's definitely the one I'd go for. I think it's got to be. I don't know what's in. I think it might be 2005, 2006. I could be wrong. The Power Gen one with the white stripe down here, the like white bit. I think not many people like that kit, but I think it is one of my favourite ones. And then if not that one, there was an orange away kit, and that had Power Gen on it as well. I've still got it somewhere. But yeah, that one was lovely. I think the orange kits, if they do it right, I think they can make them really, really nice. Well, I wrote a couple of things down. I couldn't think anything else apart from Norwich, and I think that sums up Ipswich in the last 10 years, really.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be when Closer scored that goal to equalise at Carrow Road, and I think I was celebrating like mad in the stand, and I was going mad because I thought we generally won it, and I thought, oh, we're going to see a Chambers fist pump here, and I've been waiting for that since he started doing his fist pump, and then yeah, when Bill Cotter came with his line, and I thought I'd run all the way near the corner flag, I thought, nah, that's not it. Like Grant Hanley, of all people, putting a cross into another centre back, you think if you said to someone at the start of the game that we're going to score in the 89th minute, and then Grant Hanley's going to put a cross into his centre back partner and score a 1-1, yeah. I don't really like talking about it, but there's also, I think, I have a tendency for watching back Ipswich Norwich games. Like I'll watch the one at Portman Road in the playoffs where Anderson scored, and it'll bring me quite joy. And then I'll watch the second one at Carrow Road up until Tommy Smith scores. And as soon as Tommy Smith scores, I'll turn it off and I won't watch anymore. Yeah. And I hate doing it, but I get a bit of joy from it. And then I'm like, turn it off, I have my joy, and that's it, because I know what comes afterwards. Yeah, I think I'll have to go with the Anderson goal versus Norwich in the playoffs. I mean, there's a picture of me online. I'm right behind the goal, and my mouth is like open wider than it's ever been. If I can find the picture, I'll send it to you. But it's like it was just a really good moment. I think like my dad stopped going to Ipswich games because he had my little sister, so he couldn't go as much. So I ended up going to Ipswich on my own quite a bit. But it's the people I was with. That a couple of people next to me on their own, but when the goal went in, everyone was hugging each other, and afterwards you're like, it's just such a good feeling. Just in a game like that, I think nothing really compares. And against your rivals, I think it's something. Even though we didn't win the game, I think just the sheer joy of when the goal went in, I think you can't get any better feeling than that.